In a whirlwind of emotions, betrayals, and desperate hope, the bold and the beautiful gears up for one of its most emotionally charged arcs in years. With Steffy Forrester set to leave town, not out of fear or guilt, but out of love and loyalty, fans are about to witness a chain reaction of events that will shake the very foundation of the Forrester family and potentially reshape everything we know about Liam, Finn, and the unpredictable web of relationships surrounding them. A necessary exit. Steffy's impending exit from Los Angeles isn't just a convenient plot point, it's a reflection of real life. Actress Jacqueline McInnes would recently gave birth, and the show must write her character out temporarily in a way that feels organic yet dramatic enough to hold weight in the soap's chaotic universe. But the bold and the beautiful doesn't do anything halfway. Instead of slipping Steffy quietly out of town, the writers are giving her one of the most intense emotional exits in years. What begins as subtle tension between her and Finn quickly spirals into something catastrophic. Though Finn and Steffy have weathered storms together, his tangled lineage with Sheila Carter, their different approaches to parenting, the resurgence of past lovers, nothing prepares fans for the moment when things break beyond repair. The show takes a dark turn when, during a heated confrontation about trust, safety, and Luna's meddling in their lives, Finn loses control. In a moment of raw, heartbreaking intensity, he strikes Steffy. It's a mistake that instantly fractures their already strained marriage and forces Steffy to make a gut-wrenching decision. She has to leave. Not just for herself, but for Hayes. For their safety. For peace. Liam's crisis and Steffy's compassion. Meanwhile, Liam's world is falling apart in its own terrifying way. Diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor, Liam is staring down his mortality. But rather than surrendering to fear, he looks to the one person he has always trusted, even amid their tangled history, Steffy. She's his anchor, his steady hand, his truth. And now, more than ever, he needs her. Though their romantic relationship has long since ended, the bond between Steffy and Liam has never disappeared. She's the only one he feels can carry him through the uncertainty of experimental treatment. This isn't about rekindling old flames, it's about survival, trust, and something bigger than romantic love. It's about deep, human connection. Steffy decides she'll be the one to stand by him, to help him fight. She agrees to leave town with him, stepping away from Forrester Creations, from her fractured home, from everything she knows, because in that moment, nothing matters more than helping Liam survive. Finn spirals deeper, but Finn isn't ready to let go. As Steffy packs her things and prepares to leave, he begs her to reconsider. He wants her to leave Hayes behind, to allow him time to fix things, to reconnect, to prove that he's still the man she married. But Steffy won't budge. There's no world in which she'd allow her child to stay behind in a city under the shadow of Sheila Carter and Luna's increasing volatility. Not after the violence. Not after the betrayal. Not after everything. The desperation only pushes Finn closer to the edge. He refuses to cut ties with Sheila, believing that building a bridge with his mother will somehow restore order to the chaos in his life. But he's blind to the danger. Sheila is, and always has been, a ticking time bomb. Luna, entangled in the drama, continues to disrupt the fragile threads of Steffy's family. And though Bill Spencer steps in, vowing to deal with Luna and keep her away from Finn, his promises ring hollow. Finn won't be controlled. He's made up his mind, even if it costs him his marriage. Bill Spencer's redemption arc, surprisingly, the man who once broke hearts without a second thought now finds himself in a role he never imagined: protector, fixer, and father. Bill is devastated by Liam's diagnosis. Guilt over his own failings, missed chances, and distant parenting eats at him. This isn't just about being there for Liam now, it's about rewriting his legacy as a father. Determined to give Liam a fighting chance, Bill throws his vast resources into action. He bankrolls cutting-edge experimental treatments, connects with top-tier specialists, and even tries to leverage his influence to secure a cure or at least hope. He even promises Steffy that he'll keep Finn and Luna in line, that her exit with Liam will be smooth, that Hayes will never be in danger. He claims he'll see to it personally that Sheila and Luna are neutralized, that they won't threaten the safety of anyone again. But it's an empty assurance. Bill can move mountains in the business world, but family? Emotions? Chaos? Those are battles no amount of money can win. A shot at a miracle Liam doesn't want to get his hopes up. Every doctor has told him the same thing. The tumor is inoperable. His time is limited. But Steffy refuses to give up. She believes in miracles, not the whimsical kind, but the kind rooted in science, persistence, and love. The kind Bill is fighting for. Every day, new treatments are developed. New clinical trials emerge. Perhaps, just perhaps, there's something out there that can help. As they fly out of Los Angeles, leaving behind a city full of betrayal, danger, and heartbreak, Steffy and Liam aren't just running, they're fighting. Fighting for time. For healing. For something new. And for Liam, this is more than a medical journey. It's a spiritual one. He begins to reevaluate everything: his relationship with hope, with his children, with his father, with himself. A new beginning? The question that looms is simple. If Liam survives, what comes next? Steffy has left Finn. Their marriage, broken by violence and mistrust, seems irreparable. Liam, despite his health, begins to rediscover himself in the process. Being with Steffy again, even in a platonic, supportive role, reignites memories of a time when things were simpler, when love was enough. Could this journey be a second chance for both of them? Could it be that the woman who once broke his heart is now the one who will help save his life? If Liam pulls through. And the show teases that he might. Thanks to the experimental treatments Bill helped fund, it will change everything. Not only will he emerge with a new lease on life, but also with a new understanding of what matters most: being a father, making peace with his past, and finding a future worth living for. And Steffy? Her return, whenever it happens, could be a rebirth. Stronger, clearer, and perhaps ready to explore what she and Liam could be now, as two people no longer running from their pasts. The fallout at home back in Los Angeles, the storm continues to rage. Finn's spiral into obsession with his mother and daughter isolates him from everyone. Luna, emboldened by Finn's attention and the vacuum Steffy left behind, grows more erratic. Bill tries to hold the line, but chaos keeps slipping through the cracks. Hope, caught in the middle, doesn't know where to turn, especially as she watches Liam walk away from her emotionally, and perhaps forever. Forrester Creations, now firmly back in Forrester hands, becomes a quiet backdrop to this emotional war. Steffy was supposed to lead it into a new era, but even the success of the company means little when her personal life is in shambles. The future is unwritten. What comes next is unpredictable. Will Liam beat the odds? Will Steffy and Liam find peace and possibly love on the other side of pain? Will Finn ever reclaim his place in his family, or is he lost to the darkness of his past? In true bold and the beautiful fashion, no answer is simple. But one thing is certain: this storyline is more than just a temporary write-off for Steffy. It's a deep, emotionally charged arc that touches on loyalty, redemption, survival, and the choices that define us. It may start with a character leaving town, but it ends with a question: when everything falls apart, what and who are you willing to fight for? Would you like a character map or scene visualization to go with this?